Yep, Delroy again from Eastway Electrical. Another rainy day in March. Bit cold, not that cold, but it's rainy. Off to a job now. They've got no power, so go down there and see what we find. Yeah, when you go into these jobs, like this person said they've got no power. A lot of the times what I've found, it's usually just the RCD that's tripped. You know, nowadays you got the split board with 2 RCDs and your MCBs. But when I do rewires now or install new fuse boards, I always recommend for them to use RCBOs. It's more, the RCBOs are individually more expensive, but in the long run, like a lot, you know, in the long run, it does save you a bit of time and money, because you wake up in the morning and you've lost power. You go to your fuse board. If it's an RCBO, you see exactly which one's tripped, and if a good sparky done the job, you'll have labelled it. And a lot of times, it's just could be an item that's plugged into the circuit that's developed a fault and it's tripping. You know, so if you've got an RCBO, one, you directly know which circuit, and the other circuits aren't affected. If you've got a split board, if one side goes, you lose all the circuits on that side, and that's when I get called out. And you do a lot of the times, like I said, you find that it could be sometimes things like, well, anything like an iron, electric heater, anything with an element, kettle can trip it. Not so, these modern RCBOs don't trip as much, but I have come across it where a fridge was causing it to trip, slight fault on the fridge. With these jobs, a lot of the times I've come on of what I've found is just bad installation, and it's worked for a while, but then it starts tripping, and I find the circuit. I usually can get the circuit working, but some work has to be done to rewire part of it to get it working properly. 148.
Oh, we're here?
Yeah, where's 148?
Oh, it's on this side.
Yeah, I always wanted to try work. Oh, we've passed, we've arrived.
It's just here, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll continue this after. Let's go sort this.
Let's go
Sort this lady's stuff out. Hopefully. This morning we're at a job where they've lost power in the kitchen, which is typical. We've had plenty of this type of fault where fuse boards in it.
Can we get some crayons out for you?
And then what I was telling you about, this is the split board I was talking to you about earlier. See what you've got, this door is in the way. They always put fuse boards in the most awkward places. Yeah, because I can't get the screwdriver in straight to unscrew that screw. And if I try with my stumpy screwdriver, that's going to be too short to get in there. So what I've got to do is take this cupboard door off, because what it is, it's hitting against this frame, so it's not opening far enough, and it's preventing me getting my screwdriver in straight. Somebody's tried to either put this on, put the fuse board cover on, or take it off, and look, see, again, you can't get to it. Now, so, right, okay, so that's off now. And look, even that is too near the door frame, you see? So I can get it in, man. Right, there we go. That's our circuit there that's given us the problem. So I'm going to disconnect it. See, this is the split door I was telling you. That when this one trips, there's a fault on this circuit, then this trips and kills all these. Fault on any of these, that trips and kills all these. So you have to find out which one it's got the fault on, isolate it, then you can switch this on. With our RCBOs, all these are individual RCBOs. so you would know straight away which one's giving you the problem. Okay, so that's that there. I'm hoping. Right, that's that there. Oh my days, look at this. That's the. It's not, okay. So anyway, that's that there. So I'm hoping that this, which I'm sure will be the correct way. Sure. Excuse me.
Right.
That's different. That's a different circuit.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
all
not-
like that.
Yeah. Let me just see what you've got. These are. What's this one here?
Oh, do you know what? I don't even know what that's for. Is that really silly? I just have no idea.
I don't know.
It's random.
I've never seen it. I've never seen. Oh, is this a telephone or something? Telephone.
Oh, is it? Is that
telephone
right?
or
Oh, there
TV
you
or
go.
something like this?
Will that be on the circuit?
No, that's TVs.
Are you broken up there? It's
Telephone, that probably is. Excuse me.
Eddie, out the way, chick.
Make sure. You can still get a fault with that anyway.
There's a I turned the fridge and freezer on.
Okay. Oh, is that where it's plugged in up
Yeah.
there? Oh, okay.
I know.
Okay. Well, all right. Let's give it a test and see what comes up.
Eddie, what are you doing? Chicken freezer?
So I'm going to do a insulation resistance test on this.
No, it's not just a stone, is it? Stop it.
Loads of different ways of tackling a fault like this.
Eddie, do you
But,
want to some
what-
toys in the other room?
What I usually do.
Eddie. Do you want to go and get some toys in the other room? All right, sweetheart, have a good day. Take care.
Take care.
Okay.
It's a shark, yeah?
Okay. That's giving me a dead short, but that could mean some could be one of the spurs is still plugged into the circuit. Let me just try something.
Come on, let's get the toys out. Come on, kids. I'm disturbing your filming, aren't I?
No, not at all.
Really
It's
looks
all
noisy
natural.
with the bar.
It's fine completely.
Right, there's not a fault down to earth. Okay. All right. Sorry. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to split the ring. Because when you do that, when you split the ring, this is what I've found. You split the ring, yeah?
Yeah.
And because a ring starts from the fuse board, goes to all the points and come back to the fuse board. So when you split it, you've got two legs.
Two radials essentially.
Yeah, two radials. And then usually what I've found, there's usually you get a fault on one side of the ring. But this one, that's a spur. So it's spurring from here to there. Yeah, so now I've split. Right, I've split the ring into two radials, yeah? So now I'm going to test each radial, and I've split it at that end. So I'm going to test, sorry about that. I'm going to test each end to see which, where I get the fault. Hopefully I don't get the fault on both ends. What I'm going to do, I'm going to test them to earth first, each leg. Neutral to earth, see what I get. Putting 500 volts down it. Right. Oh, oops. which isn't, it's above 1 mega. When I had them together, I was getting 0. It won't go at all. So, okay, that's all good. See what's going on in this one. I think this is the bad one. Yep. No, actually, no, sorry, that's, no, I tested between phase and neutral. I should test in between. Right, I think this is the bad one. I think this is the bad leg. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do. So this. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a second. Just make sure I got this right, because wait a minute. Let's make sure. Yeah, that's it. Right, okay. So this is my bad leg here. So what I'm going to do, that's my bad leg there. So, right. Let's go back over here. So this one here is the bad leg. Yep. Let's see if I can find the bad leg here. Straight away. Sounds like that. Seems like that's the bad one. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do is, this one's showing me that it's the bad. I'm not even going to bother to test that one because right, that's the bad leg. So what I'm going to do. So hopefully I'm connecting one side of the ring in, so that when I reconnect to it, I'll have some of the sockets work. This should not trip, hopefully. And one side of some of the sockets should be working, and then let's see what happens. There we go. So we'll go back in the kitchen and find out what's working from what's not working, and then we can try and get solve the fault from there. I'm thinking this one might be working. Nope, it's not working. Yep, that's working. That's working. Hello? Olivia? Yeah. Do you know what these switches do?
Yeah. This is for one's for the outside.
What, outside light?
Outside light, that one, I think. And then this one.
For the fan?
For the fan, yeah.
Okay, let's switch.
Let me open.
Yeah, make sure. So we've got some of your stuff working now.
Oh, amazing.
So that's working, that socket's working. Just check if your light outside's working.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
That one's working.
Yeah, that's working, yeah. That's also
is it behind, is it, yeah?
Yeah, do you know it's in the cupboard here.
Is it unplugged or?
I think that's fine.
Right, you see that plug in there could have been what was causing the...
What, the microwave?
No, that's causing the tester to...
okay, yeah.
Providing this... Because you have to... With some plugged in.
I need to unplug it.
Oh, what you've done... Oh, it was switched off anyway, but still... It was... Right, okay, that's working now.
Okay, cool.
That's cool, so...
Oh, that's good. The cooker.
Right, okay. Yeah, so this is your microwave, yeah?
Yeah.
That's working.
My cooker.
Well, the cooker's different.
Yeah, that's
it's on circuit. Is your light outside working?
Yeah,
that's working. Your fan's working. That socket's working.
There's these under here. Hang on, that's my hang on. What's that then?
No, that one there is your cooker. That's a separate
okay.
circuit. So
No,
that's
what's my washing machine then?
where's your washing machine? Where is it?
Hang on.
All right. That's not working.
No.
Try this. Is this it?
No.
No, it's the lights.
Hang on. Where's the washing machine?
The switch.
It must be under. Oh no! Hang on a minute. It's down here. I keep forgetting. You see.
Yeah.
There's my machine. Is that on? Hang on. Let me put it on. Let me see. Oh, sorry, darling.
Okay, so how many sockets have you got? You got that one up there.
Yeah. Shall I test that one?
Yeah, if you get, what do you stand on?
I'll just put on. I'll just grab a chair.
Okay,
Just
okay.
check that's yeah.
Just-
Do you think this is quite?
Just plug this in.
Oh, amazing.
I'm sure, and switch it on. I'm sure that will be. I'm sure it's not working. It might not be working. Actually.
No.
No, all right. Just pull it out for me. Thanks. Okay, so that's that. So, okay, is that all the sockets? One's on this side. That
Yeah,
one. And
yeah.
that,
As far as I
yeah?
know, yeah.
What does this one do? Do you know this switch?
They're just.
This switch here.
Oh. I don't know. Hang on. Oh, that was for outside the garden, but that went ages ago. So it's not connected. Basically, do you know what I mean?
It's not. It's been disconnected.
It was, yeah. It's been disconnected. So it was the outdoor lights that they'd like. They were in the ground, but they've gone long ago.
Right. But did anyone physically disconnect the cable?
I don't know.
Okay, no worries, no worries. So, all right then. So far we've got all the sockets on this side working. If that one and these two are the only ones that you've got on that, that's the only ones left in the kitchen, yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think, as far as I know,
Okay.
that should be it, really. The dishwasher. Is that on? That's on.
Yeah, that's it. It seems like everything on that side
It's
is
okay.
working. You haven't got anything in here or anything.
I've-
No, that's fine. All I want to know is
Wait a minute.
all I need to know if those are the ones that are not working. Then
Yeah.
that's where the fault's going to be.
Okay. And
Years later, you know. Right, what I'm going to do. Right, so that's the garden lights. That could be the problem. I'm going to put another test on it now. And
should we take these apart?
see, I've disconnected that. You see that before we was getting 0.3 or something.
Yeah.
So I've got a feeling that's the problem.
Oh wow. Okay.
Because even neutral to that, yeah. I think
What
that's
the rusty what? The rusty.
no, the outside light. Let me show you, Olivia. Well, like he says in like Mr. What's the guy in Pulp Fiction? Mr. Who? Mr. Wolf.
Oh yeah, Mr.
Let's
Wolf.
not- yeah.
Winston,
Yeah. Let's not get too excited. He uses different language. You see that film, don't you?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. When he goes back to brings the dead body
Oh
back
my
to the
god,
house.
the blood and they have to
Yeah,
shout it out.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then when they feel all happy when he's made the suggestion, and he says a phrase which I'm not going to say, but basically, don't get too excited.
Bless you.
If you watch it, you'll see. If you watch that part,
I haven't seen it for
Okay,
years.
so what?
Oh my
No,
gosh, of course.
yeah, no. See, you've got all rust
That's
here,
terrible.
yeah.
Is it damp or something?
Must be, but I don't think the rust is what's causing the damp.
Right.
It's this, because there's a fault on that circuit. But like I said, let's not get too excited. Let me reconnect and see what happens.
Okay.
But I think we
this
found
is
it.
the bad-
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Thank you.
No problem.
Edsa, hands off. Hands off, Ed.
Right, let me switch off again. Get myself off. We've done this so many times. It's the same thing that as you've seen me do before. It's I think we found the problem. So I'm just going to reconnect the circuit now, and I think the RCD should stay put.
Excuse me.
It's just the faulty garden lights that was causing it seems to me.
Yeah, mate, you look there.
Yep, so we've got everything working now. That was the fault outside lights. The spur for the outside lights, which are not working anyway. That's what was causing the problem. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Take it
Olivia.
easy, yeah. Thank you. Have a good day. Take care.
Okay,
bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, man, it's raining.
that was a fault on the ring circuit. It's always in the kitchen and sorted within an hour. No problem, it's all good, man.